Florence Pugh. Actress. Florence Pugh is an English actress. Her accolades include nominations for an Academy Award and 2 BAFTA Awards. After making her acting debut in the drama film The Falling, Pugh gained praise for starring in the independent drama Lady Macbeth and the miniseries The Little Drummer Girl. Born January 3, 1996, age 28 years, Oxford, United Kingdom. Upcoming movies: Thunderbolts *, Avengers, Doomsday. Height: 1.62 meters. Parents: Clinton Pugh, Deborah Macken. Siblings: Toby Sebastian, Arabella Gibbons, Rafaela Pugh. Florence Pugh, born on January 3, 1996, in Oxford, England, is a renowned British actress celebrated for her remarkable talent and versatility. Raised in a creative household, Pugh discovered her passion for acting at a young age and pursued her dreams with determination and flair. Early life and education. Pugh grew up in Oxford with her 3 siblings, including actor and musician Toby Sebastian. From an early age, she showed a love for performing arts. She attended the Cockthorpe School and later Wickwood School, before enrolling at St. Edward's School in Oxford. Pugh's natural talent for storytelling and empathy for complex characters became evident during her school years. Acting career beginnings. Pugh made her film debut in 2014 with The Falling, a British drama that garnered critical attention. Her portrayal of Abby Mortimer showcased her ability to bring emotional depth to her roles, earning her a nomination for Best British Newcomer at the BFI London Film Festival. Breakthrough roles. Her breakout role came in 2016 with Lady Macbeth, where she played Catherine, a young woman trapped in a repressive marriage. Pugh's powerful performance earned widespread acclaim, including a British Independent Film Award for Best Actress. Pugh gained international recognition with her roles in Midsommar, 2019, a psychological horror film, and Greta Gerwig's adaptation of Little Women, 2019, where she played Amy March. Her performance in Little Women earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Mainstream success. In 2021, Pugh joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, portraying Yelena Belova in Black Widow. Her witty and layered performance made her a fan favorite, leading to her return in the Disney Plus series Hawkeye. She continued to balance blockbuster films with independent projects, showcasing her range and artistic commitment. Awards and recognitions. Florence Pugh has received numerous accolades, including a BAFTA Rising Star nomination and critical acclaim for her work in both indie and major studio productions. She is celebrated for her ability to transform into a wide array of characters, making each role uniquely memorable. Personal life. Pugh is known for her candid and grounded personality. She has spoken openly about the importance of authenticity and the challenges of navigating fame. Off-screen, she is passionate about cooking, often sharing recipes and culinary adventures on social media. Future projects. With an ever-expanding portfolio, Pugh's upcoming projects include leading roles in high-profile films like Oppenheimer, 2023, and A Good Person, 2023. Her ability to excel in diverse genres ensures her continued rise as one of the most compelling actors of her generation. Legacy. Florence Pugh is celebrated as a fearless and empathetic performer who brings authenticity to every role. With her extraordinary talent and dedication, she is shaping the future of cinema and inspiring audiences worldwide. Florence Pugh is an English actress. She is known for Midsommar, 2019, Little Women, 2019, her MCU debut Black Widow, 2021, and Fighting with My Family, 2019. Pugh made her film debut in The Falling, 2014. She also appears in Lady Macbeth, 2016, Outlaw King, 2018, Malevolent, 2018, and the AMC miniseries The Little Drummer Girl, 2018. In 2018, she was nominated for a BAFTA Rising Star Award. In 2020, she was nominated for an Oscar and a BAFTA Film Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Amy March in Little Women. IMDb Mini Biography by Pedro Borges. Family. Children. No children. Parents: Deborah Macken, Clinton Pugh. Relatives: Arabella Gibbons, sibling. Toby Sebastian, sibling. Rafaela Pugh, sibling. Trademarks: distinct frown in dramatic scenes. Trivia: suffered from tracheomalacia as a kid, and got a tube in her trachea that helps her to breathe properly. This resulted in her having a unique, raspy voice. Sings, writes her own songs, and plays the guitar and piano. Was unable to participate in the 2-week-long rehearsal of Little Women, 2019, as she was filming Midsommar, 2019. She said that the sudden transition from Midsommar to Little Women was very therapeutic, and has also stated that this helped create distance between her and her co-stars that played her sisters. Other actresses, including her Little Women, 2019, co-star Saoirse Ronan, were considered for the role of Yelena Belova in Black Widow, 2021. However, after Florence received positive reviews for her portrayal in Fighting with My Family, 2019, Marvel returned to her for the role. Her audition for Abigail in The Falling, 2014, was her first professional audition. Daughter of Deborah, a dance teacher and dancer, and Clinton Pugh, a restaurateur who runs the Grand Café, Casbar and the Café Coco chain. Is a natural brunette. Her surname is pronounced Pugh. Her biggest influences are Jodie Foster, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, Scarlett Johansson, Meryl Streep, Dwayne Johnson, Emma Thompson, Natalie Portman, Saoirse Ronan, and Keanu Reeves. Grew up in Oxford and had always known she wanted to perform. Sister of Toby Sebastian. Her first middle name is Rose, her nickname is Flossie Rose, but her second and third middle names which start with C and M are still unknown. Sister of Arabella Gibbons, Toby Sebastian, and Rafaela Pugh. Was considered for the role of Tigress Snow in The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, 2023. The role went to Hunter Schafer instead. Zachary Levi was born Zachary Levi Pugh, and dropped his last name for his stage name, using his middle name instead, as he thought Pugh is too unusual sounding. Florence, who is not related to Zachary, came to fame about a decade after he became a well-known actor, and retained her birth name. However, her brother, Toby Sebastian, also an actor, also dropped the surname Pugh and, like Zachary, uses his first and middle name as his stage names, though in reverse order. At 6 years old, she played Mary in a school nativity play. Enjoys tzatziki. Loves the condiment Branston pickle. Quotes: as an actor, it's very interesting to make the audience love you while you are doing horrendous things. I really take my hat off to anybody that steps in the ring because it's so hard. You're competing against your friends, and you're working in front of an audience who tells you exactly what they're thinking. I like a role where some of the characters' motivations are confusing, or at least interesting. There's always going to be pressure, and there's always going to be an area where you disappoint. As a storyteller, you have to understand that. It's always shocking when you see a modern woman in a period storyline. It doesn't make sense. I used to reenact Titanic all the time. Playing Paige, I felt I had to train to wrestle. I've tried not to get too bogged down by what people want you to be. Wearing a corset is extremely uncomfortable. Every time Lady Macbeth and everyone involved in the film gets nominated, it's amazing. I don't think I'm going to be an international sex symbol. I mean, I know I'm not going to be an international sex symbol. Why aren't there these epic roles for women, for whatever age you are? Someone asked if I wanted to be the first female Bond, and I was saying that I don't think we necessarily need that whole conversation. The one thing that I always try and take with me, if there's, like, a remake, or you're doing something again, is that every generation has a new story to tell. I love all of Kate Winslet's characters. And Natalie Portman. If I can have a smidgen of what they've done, that would be awesome. There was one moment when I was in LA and he was teaching me a move. I just looked at him, thinking, oh my god, I'm being taught to wrestle by Dwayne Johnson. What the hell? I know that my way of tackling a character is very different. The Falling was a big, flashy, bizarre experience. I kept on saying at the time it was a fluke because I did the audition, and I didn't think anything would come of it. I got a really good insight into the world of wrestling. That, for me, actually is the most important thing about doing a period film is trying to make these people as lovable as they are back then. What's important is to listen before you react. The Silence of the Lambs is my favorite book, favorite film. The fact that I've been nominated for a BAFTA is insane. You are hugely responsible for people following you. You need to work out why you are posting, what the message is, and what you are doing to these people. I was acting with all my childhood heroes, Meryl Streep, Saoirse Ronan, all of those amazing women. I don't want to feel like I have to change myself or my image. With Lady Macbeth, I had 2 other things offered to me, and they would have also been very fun, but you just have to figure that out. And then you do it. If people are noticing the hard work I'm doing, then that's a wonderful thing. When you're given a platform and you're allowed to perform, and someone's there to heighten you as opposed to dampen you, that's a nice feeling. I wrestled at the Staples Center at Monday Night Raw when I was 21 years old. I played Mary at the age of 7 in my first nativity play, and I loved it. There is something so fascinating about embodying someone else. If you look at it, the corset is a very beautiful item, but when I put one on, I realized how little you could actually move. And I'm a very physical person, I talk with my hands. And I felt how the clothes took that away from me. And that was the idea, I think. It was a way of limiting women. I think there's always some good reason to try and modernize most period things, because at the end of the day, they may have, I suppose, used a different language or a different etiquette, but ultimately, these are still people that loved and breathed and lived and ate and weed and pooed just like we do now. For me, it's always been so obvious that the less we can edit our lives and more we show how normal we all are, the better. The Kate Winslet thing has been a shocker. I was like, that is the most ridiculous claim. Amazing, obviously. She's been my idol since I reenacted Titanic and fell in love with Leo. And it's a privilege to be called the next anything. But I suppose to be the next you is all you can do. I have learned how to wrestle. You end up battered and blue, but so happy. If I can make my mark just a little bit, then great. I'm a bit of a gypsy. I live everywhere, I live out of a bag. I think you're always attracted by characters that are a little bit like you, or at least the worst parts of you that you can finally accept and say, all right, at least I know that now. I grew up in a very loud and dramatic household, and we loved being in the spotlight. We're learning things every decade we grow through, and ultimately, you do end up with a different way of looking at things. My dad still collects newspaper clippings about me. For me, I really appreciate seeing real bodies on screen, that variation, not the same frames we saw for the majority of our upbringing, making us feel like we have to look that way. I wanted to go to drama school, but when I got the part in Falling, I got an agent, so it seemed a good idea to work. I always did a lot of singing and dancing, so I am glad it worked out that way. I would like to study stage acting at some point, though. I think it's good to not edit your life too much, or you give people different standards.